afternoon mga ka-study buddy. Sa video ito, pag-aaralan natin ang graphical solution. So, continuation ito ng ating minimization problem formulation. So, pagpapatuloy natin yung ating part 2. Okay? So, same with maximization graphical solution, same lang tayo ng process na gagawin. And same procedure lang yung ating gagawin. Okay? So, una is determine natin yung intercepts of each equation or constraints. Number 2, draw natin yung ating graph of the feasible or yung common region. And last, we will determine the total profit of each corner point. So, balikan lang natin yung ating worded problem tungkol kay Jacob na isang purchasing manager ng Kraft Foods. So, yung hinahanap dito is aalamin daw niya yung magkano yung minimum cost. Kung ilang daw na galon ng Alaska milk and Nestle milk ang bibili niya para makuha niya yung kanyang objective na minimum cost. Okay? So, ito yung ating na-formulate. So, which is yung C is nire-represent niya yung ating cost. Yung X sub 1, yung ating Alaska. And X sub 2 is our Nestle. Okay? With our subject or subject 2, yung ating constraints number 1, yung ating cheese, butter, and cream. And syempre, hindi mawawala yung ating non-negativity constraints, which is X sub 1 and X sub 2 is greater than or equal to 0. Okay? So, una is determine natin yung ating intercept of each equation. So, same lang ng procedure na ginawa natin sa ating maximization model, which is from inequality going to equality. Okay? So, 5x sub 1 plus 11x sub 2 is equal to 110. So, let x sub 1 or x sub 2 is 0. So, mili lang kayo dyan kung ano yung gusto nyo unahin. So, sa akin, yung aking x sub 2 yung aking gagawin na 0. So, 5x sub 1 plus 11 times 0 is equal to 110. Therefore, 5x sub 1 is equal to 110 over 5. X sub 1 is equal to 22. Therefore, ang kanyang intercepts are 22, 0. Okay? So, gawin lang din natin uli yung ginawa natin dito sa process. So, 5x sub 1 plus 11x sub 2 is equal to 110. So, let x sub 1 is 0 plus 11 x sub 2 is equal to 110. 11 x sub 2 is equal to 110 over 11 x sub 2 is 10. Therefore, 0, 10. Okay? Then next is yung ating constraints number 2. Okay? So, kung i-execute natin yung same process natin, yung makukuha natin sa x sub 1 natin is 16 and x sub 2 is 14. Okay? Next, for our constraints number 3, x sub 1 natin is 8, x sub 2 is 18. Okay? So, gumawa ulit ako ng table ng ating mga constraints and ating x sub 1 and x sub 2. Okay? So, yan. X sub 1 and x sub 2 natin. Nasa inyo naman yan kung gusto nyo gumawa ng table. It's up to you. Okay, so pinakita ko lang dito yung naka-tabular form siya. Okay? Okay? So, after daw nating malaman yung mga or ma-determine yung ating mga intercept points ng ating each equation, i-draw na natin yung graph natin. At the same time, aalamin natin yung kanyang pointing arrow. Again, para makapag-create tayo ng lines, ipa-plot natin yung x sub 1 natin and x sub 2 natin. Then, i-connect natin yung dalawa to form a line. And second, de-determine natin yung kanyang pointing arrow. Which is, magbe-base tayo sa inequality sign. So, less than or greater than. Since yung ating symbol sa ating problem na ito is greater than or equal. And, de-determine natin yung corner points na mapipili natin. Which is, dapat nagsasatisfy yung tatlong constraints para mapili natin yung tamang corner points. Okay? So, sa constraints number 1 daw, yung ating x sub 1 is 22, 0. So, ito siya. And x sub 2 natin is 0, 10. Okay? So, connect lang natin yan. Okay? Para makapag-create tayo ng line. Therefore, ang kanyang boundary or yung limitation niya, because yung ating symbol is greater than or equal, so pointing po dito. Ibig sabihin, within this area lang ang kanyang set of solution or yung kanyang feasible solutions pagdating sa constraints number 1. Kumbaga, hindi siya lalagpas dito sa area na ito. Okay? So, yan. Okay, next naman natin yung ating constraints number 2. Saan? Yung ating value ng ating point x sub 1 natin is 16, 0. And yung ating x sub 2 is 40, 0, 14. Okay, then i-connect natin yung line or yung 2 points to create a line. Okay, so yung ating pointing arrow is going up, okay, because sa ating symbol na greater than or equal. So meaning ang kanyang shaded area is within this area lang pagdating sa constraints number 2. Okay, next naman natin yung ating constraints number 3. So ipa-plot lang natin siya. So yung ating point for x sub 1 is 8, 0. So 8, 0. X sub 2 is 0, 18. Okay, 0, 18. Okay. Then connect the dots or connect the points to create a line. Again, ang kanyang feasible area for constraint number 3 or yung kanyang shaded area is within this area lamang. Okay? So, after nating ma-plot lahat ng ating constraints is i-determine na natin yung mga corner points ng ating problem, which is dapat nagsasatisfy yung tatlong constraints. Okay. Kung ito yung ating pipiliin, so si 0, 10, so obviously ang nag-satisfy lang dito is si constraints number 1. So therefore, hindi natin ito pipiliin. Hindi nag-satisfy si constraints number 2 and 3. Kung ang ating pipiliin is 0, 14, so ang nag-satisfy lang dito ay si constraints number 1 and constraints number 2. So, hindi rin natin ito pipiliin. So, ang pipiliin natin is si 0.018, 22, 0, and these 2 point. Okay? So, yung ating shaded area or yung common region nagsasatisfy silang lahat is within this area lamang. And our point are point A, point B, point C, and point D. Okay? So, yung point A, alam na natin ang point and yung ating point D. So, yung point B and C is, again, hindi pa natin alam yung exact point nyo. So, same yung ginawa natin sa maximization model, graphical solution. So, alamin natin yung nag-intersect na constraints or line sa point B para malaman natin yung point niya. Sa point B, ang nag-intersect na constraints or na line is yung ating constraints 2 and 3. And sa ating point C is constraints number 1 and constraints number 2. Okay? By using elimination method, so gagawin natin yung ating process na ginawa natin nung sa ating maximization model. Okay? Kung saan yung ating sa point B, yung ating constraints 2 and 3 is convert natin into equality. 7x sub 1 plus 8x sub 2 is equal to 112, and 9x sub 1 plus 4x sub 2 4x sub 2, okay, is equal to 72. Okay. Again, pili lang kayo ng gusto nyong i-eliminate. So, okay, gusto kong eliminate dito is yung aking x sub 1. Okay. So, dapat opposite ang kanyang sign. Then, okay, so, 63 x sub 1 plus 72 x sub 2 is equal to 1008 negative 63 x sub 1 minus 28 x sub 2 is equal to 504. Okay, may eliminate na tayo. So 44 x sub 2 is equal to 504 over 44. So therefore x sub 2 is equal to 11.45. Then after nating makuha yung value ng x sub 2, i-substitute lang natin yung value doon sa mapipili natin na equation. Pili lang kayo dyan kung anong equation yung gusto nyo. For this time, yung aking napili is yung aking equation na 7x sub 1 plus 8x sub 2 is equal to 100. Then substitute lang natin yung value. So 7x sub 1 plus 8 times 11.45 is equal to 112. So 7x sub 1 is equal to 112 minus 91.636. So 7x sub 1 is equal to 20.364 over 7. Therefore x sub 1 is equal to 2.9091. Okay? So next, yung ating point C. So kung gagawin nyo yung same process natin, so x sub 1, we will get, for x sub 1 is 9.5136 and x sub 2 is 5.6756. Okay? So after nating makuha yung mga points, ating point A, B, C, and D. Okay? So apply na natin or aalamin na natin yung cost ng ating every corner points. So same lang din yung ginawa natin nung sa maximization model. So sa substitute lang natin yung value ng x sub 1 and x sub 2 sa ating objective function. Okay? So for point A, so 50 times 0 plus 55 times 18 is equal to 990. Okay? For point B, so same procedure, 775.4525. For point C is 787.838. Okay? Last for point D is 1,100. So after natin makuha yung cost, no, each point is pipili na tayo ng ating optimal solution. Since ang ating objective function is minimum cost, pipiliin natin yung lowest value sa ating cost. Okay? So, yung point D, obviously, hindi natin siya pipiliin dahil siya ang may pinakamataas, 1,100, 990, hindi rin po. And yung 787, hindi rin natin yung pipiliin. So, therefore, ang ating optimal solution is yung ating point B. Kung saan, kailangan daw nating bumili ng 2.9091 na galon ng Alaska, okay, and 11.4545 na galon ng Nestle milk to have a cost of 775.4525 pesos. Okay? Therefore, yung ating conclusion is Jacob should buy 2.9091 gallons of Alaska milk and 11.4545 gallons of Nestle milk per day at a total cost of 775.4525 pesos. Okay? So, that's all our topic for minimization model. So, thank you very much.